Peace and blessings, everyone. It's the Coach Ed Gladney here. Another Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports. This is another special interview. Um, on with me today is offensive lineman Shay Roberts. Shay is playing at many different levels. Right now, he's in training camp down in Mexico for arena, or is it arena
No, it's
or
outdoor. It's
it's
outdoor.
outdoor. Okay,
Yeah.
it's outdoor football, but he does play arena and he does play back here in Jersey, so he's familiar with the area. So, it's a great opportunity. It's a great pleasure having him on. So, Shay, I want to thank you for tuning in. My fans will appreciate it. So, um, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. So, um, in doing my research and talking to Charles McGill, he's the one that introduced us. I've known Charles for many years. I go way back, um, go back into the '90s. I actually played for one of his teams that he had way back when. So I know Charles is a good dude. So and linking us up, I think is a good thing. So, but in terms of your football, who inspired you to start playing football?
Um, I was raised in a athletic family. We all played baseball, basketball, football.
Hmm.
Some of us ran track, wrestled. The females cheered, played basketball. So like, it was just what we was raised to do. So I've been playing since I was 6, and that's when it started, and I'm still going. So just
Okay.
family.
Okay, that's good, and that's always good to have that family support. The guidance because when you have the family there, you
Hmm.
always want to drive and work harder. So I understand that.
Definitely.
So, um, who do you feel with your game that you model your game after on the field?
For a while growing up, I used to watch Marquise Pouncey.
Hmm.
I played center most of my life, but as I got older and it started to expand my game, of course, Trent Williams. That's one of the big ones, Trent.
Okay. Didn't know you played center. I mean, I played a little bit of center minor league semi-pro, so I know how hard it is. And I actually played D-line in college, so
Hmm.
transitioning to the center, it's most people don't realize it's a different skill set
Right.
from all the other offensive lineman
Yep.
positions. So I definitely commend you. Plus, that also shows how intelligent you are because the center is the quarterback of the offensive line. So
Yep.
so that's I definitely commend you on that. So she also shows your versatility. So, um, what are the levels of football that you have played throughout your whole career?
Started off playing flag, pot Warner.
Hmm.
High school, I played every year except for my 10th grade year, and
Hmm.
then college, I played 1 year D3.
Hmm.
Played a little semi-pro for about 2 years. Went back to D3. Went back to semi-pro.
Hmm.
Then I started playing indoor, and I played 2 years of pro indoor, and this is my third pro year.
Okay. What high school did you play at?
My freshman year, I played at Orange.
Hmm.
My junior year, I played at Behringer, and then my senior year, I played back at Orange.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think way back when I played with a kid from Barringer. This was back in the
Mm.
'80s, though. So the Barringer Bears. So I know all about you
Yep,
guys.
Blue Bears.
So what about in college? Where did you play in college?
My first year, I went to Wilkes University. That's a D3 in
Hmm.
Pennsylvania.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I transferred over to William Patterson. Played there
Okay.
my sophomore year.
Yeah, I played against both schools. I played at King, so back in the
Okay.
day, so I know all about them. So good ball, especially that Jersey ball. So I definitely
Yeah.
understand that. What about the semi-pro minor league? What teams did you play for?
Semi-pro, my first year was the spring of 2018. I played for the Jersey Pit Bulls. The
Hmm.
2018
Hmm.
season, we won the championship that year. And then that fall of 2018, I played for the Jersey Sharks.
Hmm.
Uh, I also played for East Penn Raiders for about 2, 3 years.
Hmm.
Brixton Tigers, I played for one season, the first season.
Okay.
Um, I believe that's pretty much. Oh, and then semi-pro indoor, I played for the Jersey Bearcats.
Okay. No, I know all of those teams. I've had guys
Yeah.
on all the teams. Tommy Zarina. I know you know Tommy Zarina.
Tommy
So
Z, that's the
yeah, yeah.
legend.
So yeah, exactly. So he's still going. So, so
Definitely.
all right. So you definitely have a lot of experience. What are your ultimate goals and aspirations with playing football?
Um, with playing, it's put me into the best position to become a coach. So I've been coaching a little bit. I coached last season, eighth grade.
Hmm.
This season, in the fall, I plan on moving to a high school. I'm not sure where yet, but that's my goal to coach. But playing, I just want to play until I can't physically anymore.
Hmm.
I play line, so it's very wear and tear to the body. So
Hmm.
like it's just putting me in a position for my long term goal, which is still being involved with the game.
Okay, I can definitely appreciate that. So you said you just recently started coaching, so this
No,
is
my 10th grade year when I didn't play, I coached Pee Wee Pot Warner. I played a huge role in that season, being a young 14-year old.
hmm.
Um, um, and then I coached last year, but I've coached like baseball for a very long time.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's
I,
just
I I can relate. I coached as in high school too, so
yeah,
I know exactly. So it's good in grounding you and teaching you more of the game, which it goes into you when you play center, the level of intelligence. So
right. The
so
leadership role and all of that that just comes hand in hand.
exactly. So that's a great because I one of my questions is what life lessons has football taught you, and how do you incorporate them into your everyday life? So I mean, you just started one leadership. What else?
Um, Independency. I
Mm,
had to do a lot of things on my own. I had to do a lot of things for myself. I had to do things that I didn't want to do, things that I might have been afraid to do, but it just taught me like you got to be independent. You got to be willing to work for yourself. Nobody's working for you. You got to
mm.
do it for yourself.
But that I've never heard anyone go about talk about independence, and the way I mean, that's fascinating. That's fascinating, but it's very true. I mean, it does teach you, to be independent, self-sufficient,
Hmm.
as well as being part of a team, being part of the team. So
Right.
that's impressive.
I definitely have a village behind me, but like they're not here with me every step of the way. So it's like you got to step up. You got to become a man. You got to put your mind to where, like, you got to, if you
Hmm.
that's what you want, you got to do it.
Exactly,
Doing it for you.
exactly. Working hard, so yes, I commend you on that. How did you get involved in the professional sphere eventually?
My first year playing for the Bearcats, the indoor game, I dominated. It was easy. It wasn't easy, but it's just what I do. So I dominated. Then I got an offer from the Idaho Horsemen of the
Hmm.
AWFC, and that was like I would say tier four, tier five type of league. I went out there my first year. Um, Second day of camp, I sprained my AC joint, was out for 2 weeks, came back the first game. First three games, I was at center. I dominated. Um, I felt like I had my film, and I went back home, finished playing semi-pro, and then the following year, I had about 12 offers from indoor teams. I think I had two overseas teams.
Hmm.
So that's just how it went. I went to Rapid City, chose to go to Rapid City last year, played the whole season there, then went to Bismarck. This season I had I had a few indoor teams.
Hmm.
Some teams didn't offer me because they felt as though I was already gonna re-sign with Rapid City, so which I did until I picked up this offer.
Oh, okay. Have you ever thought about or considered going to trying out for, say, Canada or even the NFL?
Canada has always been a big goal for like a plan B after the NFL, of course.
Hmm.
And I feel like the league that I'm in now has very good connections with the CFL. So I'm just playing my role, doing what I can do, going to the gym, lifting, working out, playing my games, and
Hmm.
let the film and the play speak for itself and see what happens.
So if you get an opportunity with one of those programs in Canada or even a tryout in the NFL, are you specifically gearing yourself for one offensive line position, or you're
No,
open to any position?
I'm an offensive lineman. I'm not a center. I'm not a tackle. I'm not a guard. I'm an offensive lineman.
Oh, okay, okay, that's good. I definitely like that. Now, you previously mentioned to me your journey is different from other athletes following their dreams. What is it that's different, and why do you feel this way?
Like I said, I went to two D3 schools.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play my freshman year. I played 3, 4 JV games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that was basically just making sure we're out there playing and having fun and stuff like that. So that
Mm-hmm.
really wasn't much. But then my grades started to slip, so I stepped away from the program, finished the whole year academically. And then like I went to semi-pro. So I didn't play in college. I went to semi-pro, won a ring my first year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, worked my way up. Didn't think that I would end up here. I thought I would be working a full-time job back home,
Mm-hmm.
going to school. So I did semi-pro for a year. It was like a JUCO year, I would say for me,
Mm-hmm.
a short year, and then I
Mm-hmm.
went back to school the following year. So went back to school, D3, another D3 school at home. In school, got good grades. I really wasn't playing. I was behind a senior. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Personally, of course, I felt I was better than a few people that started, but
Mm-hmm.
behind a senior, started 2 games, appeared in 4. Didn't really get nothing. Then that's when COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
When COVID hit, school was on hold, and I couldn't wait. So I played for the Bearcats, got to Idaho, and took off from there. So like my journey is different. It has like people like my teammates. We got NFL guys. We got big time D1 guys. Yeah, what school you went to? I don't even stay. My school is. I'm here. Like I'm from Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like that's my school. I'm from Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So like my journey is different, and I'm at the same level with the same talent, competing against these same guys
Mm-hmm.
who went to these big D1 schools, played in the NFL. We're playing against NFL guys. It's different.
Well, how do you feel you match up against those guys who've had NFL opportunities or played at the big time D1 schools?
Every year it's the same thing. My competition grows every year. I go up every year. So it's like at the end of the year or at the end of the day, I'm doing me. I'm getting my film. I'm getting my offers for the next level. So it's like I'm not a big headed person, but it's speaking for itself.
Hmm.
As
Now, I did.
as the competition climb, I'm right there with it.
Okay. Now I did do some research and I looked at some film, and one of the things that I noticed is number one, you are an aggressive offensive lineman. You definitely get into guys and you can move them. You also do very well at moving your feet. In terms of staying with on your blocks, rotating your hips, swinging your hips, and then finishing the guys. I mean, as I like to say, you give them the butter and the syrup with the pancake. So,
Hmm.
that's one of the things that I definitely noticed about your game. You really like that type of play, or is it just that's just a natural thing?
Um, I wasn't always like that, honestly. I was I don't know, like I didn't have this dog in me until I realized that it was possible. In high school, I could have been that person, but I
Hmm.
wasn't all the way. Like I played
Hmm.
3 sports, so I didn't lift in the all season. I
Hmm.
didn't I didn't do a lot of things that I should have did. So if I would have committed myself like I do now fully to football, then it would have been different. So, but
Gotcha.
now it's just like if I don't do that to them, they gonna do it to me, and that ain't happening.
Okay. Okay. Do you trash talk a lot out there on the field, or you just let your actions speak for itself?
Nah, I talk. I have a couple of mic'd up videos. I talk.
Okay. Okay. I
But
like that. Yeah, yeah, it gets the blood going. I get it. I get it. I've been there. So,
it's a long
uh,
game.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Now you're down in Mexico. That's outdoor 11 on 11, right?
Excuse me, what was that? Yeah,
You-
11 on
You're
11. Yep,
in
yep, yep.
Mexico. Okay. Okay. When does that season officially start for you?
March 5th is our first game. We have an 8 week camp.
Okay. And how many games does your season go for?
10 regular season, then a wild card, semifinals, finals.
Okay. 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 Um, are fans able to follow along and see the games live or on delay or anything of that nature?
Yes, definitely. They live stream the games. They have social media pages where you can stay up to date with everything.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm definitely going to be getting that information. This way, anyone who wants to follow you can follow you. Follow you. Where else can fans follow you?
Me personally, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and I'm also on Instagram.
Okay,
All my film, if you ever wanted to get an update on my film, is on YouTube.
okay. Well, I'll definitely get that information from you and put it in the link. So anyone who's when you guys are watching this interview, afterwards you can definitely follow Shay and follow his journey as he goes along. It's definitely one I'm going to be following. So, and hopefully you're going to be getting some new followers from my platform. So this way you can get all the support. And anyone speaking on that, if you're new to today's channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications so you'll always know when there's new episodes going on. And make sure you like and also share on all social media platforms. So this way, not only this channel can grow, but we can get the support for Shay, as he continues on his journey. Well, Shay, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit in on this interview with me. I know my fans will appreciate it too. So we're going to be looking forward to following you on your journey, and anything that we can do to follow to support you, we're definitely here for you. Okay.
Thank you, appreciate it, definitely.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for tuning in today. Another episode of Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports. And you know what I say in sports? Make sure you turn it on and turn it up. You stay safe. Peace.